Alright. We're live. Check and make, just refresh that page.
Refresh, there it is.
Check it again here in a minute.
Check it again.
Alright, so how are we looking over here? We got
3 on Facebook.
ooh, 3 people.
6.
Nice. I'm staring at the computer screen instead of looking in the camera here.
9.
So yeah, hi guys.
They're
How you doing?
multiplying at a
So
same rate.
we are
Hello, Obs Marie.
Hobbs, Robert,
Mr. Adams, Igor.
Igor. Hi guys. So I am Ben. I'm your Dancakes artist for today, and we got Jimmy here on the stream too. He's our director.
Hello. All right.
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
All right, so we are live on all the platforms. Ah, Sierra, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm not Dan. I am but lowly Ben. So, let's see, where is my phone? Did I leave my phone in the other room? Sorry guys, we're trying to get rolling here. So, well, Jimmy finds my phone. Oh, it's on top of the mixer over there.
I knew I saw it somewhere.
All right, so here's, hey Sky Kid, Maddox, all the people, hi all the people. So here's the deal for anyone who's not familiar with how we do things around here. So I'm Ben with Dancakes, and this is our weekly live stream. And during this live stream, we're live for 2 hours, and we'll be taking your requests. We'll take requests via the chat, but we also are taking donations. And you say, well, what does a donation get me if I'm already getting a pancake through the chat? Well, here's the thing. A lot of the times we get too many requests through the chat, so we couldn't get to everybody anyways. And on top of that, so if you want to get yourself a guaranteed pancake, like for sure, you can hop on the website and donate any amount, little as $1, as much as $10,000 or more if you're really feeling it. And we'll get you whatever you want, and then you'll get a picture of it posted to our website the next day. Yeah, so you can go onto our. So Jimmy's going to drop the link here in the chat, and she's going to have to find the link. So just go to the website, Jimmy.
This one?
Yeah, just go to the store. Menu's on the left side. There you go. All the way at the bottom. And then it's about 3 rows down. The next one. Or, no, actually I'm wrong. That was it.
Yeah.
That one. So just click on that, and then just copy and paste that address there. All right, so Jimmy here's going to drop a link where you can go to our website and donate. You can put a description of what you want. You can upload a picture, so that way we can actually see it if it's something specific. A family member, a dog, just something obscure that nobody else but you knows, or if it's your own personal piece of art, any of those things. But let me see if we've got anything from our stories and stuff that we posted earlier. Are we raising? Oh, we don't have a fax. Kate, shoot. I thought of everything. All right. You want a fax machine pancake though? Is that what we're saying here? All right. So it doesn't look like we have any requests right now, so we can take a request from the chat. So I guess fax machine it is, right? That was the first request. So fax machine pancake. Here we go. I gotta find a reference here because I don't remember what a fax machine looks like. All right, here we go. I got some fax machine references. So, all right, here we go. You asked for it.
What is that? Is that me?
Is that you? Where are you? What do you mean?
Is that squeaking?
Squeaking? Alright, so I forgot to turn my griddle on here, so a little bit. Yeah. Alright. I think this is probably the first I've done. Usually I can say, someone asks, have you ever done this before? I can always say yes. I think this is one of the first instances where I can definitely say I've never done a fax machine before with a fair amount of confidence. I don't know, Jimmy's been around us the most, so he would know. What do you think?
To my recollection, no fax machine.
Alright, there we go.
Also, I discovered what that squeaking was.
What was it?
It was the cord of the headphones scraping against the mic.
Ah. Alright, so there you go, straight from the assistant's mouth. We've never done a fax machine pancake before. So get ready, guys. First time for everything.
Well, thank you, Sky Kid. That was from our Pokemon stream. The preserved in the back.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. We've got some preserved pancakes here. We've freeze dried and cast in resin and all the things. They will now last forever. Can't get rid of them even if you wanted to.
They have survived a nuclear blast. We've tested it. Along with Nintendo.
Wait, did we test it with Nintendo, or
Yeah,
did
it
we
was
test
a
it
group
against?
effort.
Okay, we can say or against the Nintendo. It survived the Nintendo.
Yeah, we threw a Nintendo at it, and it
Somehow, some way.
I'm gonna go back to the store page.
Alright, so my job before this, that's called a job. It was a career. I worked in telecommunications before this, so I actually did. I can't remember what a fax machine looks like. I mean, I kind of could, but not really, because honestly, who would? But I definitely hooked up my fair share of these. Troubleshooted them. Always in like government offices too, because some reason they just still feel the need to use fax machines. They say it's more secure than email, and having worked on fax lines, I can tell you they're not.
It's probably because they only care about the facts.
Oh my gosh. That was hilarious, Jimmy. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Alright. Let me just put some random text on there. Okay.
Prank faxes? Kate, what is your life?
Who's getting these? Like, how many? Like, you just got like a directory of fax numbers? I, for one, like to send prank Western Union telegrams. I like to do like Back to the Future, and I'll have them say it was sent 50 years ago. That's my idea of a fun weekend.
That is tops. Alright, I'm actually going to mute real fast so I can finish my sandwich.
Oh, and Jimmy's eating, guys. He hasn't had his breakfast yet, and we don't want Jimmy to go hungry here. You don't want to see Jimmy when he's hungry.
Yeah, I take it. That's hungry to take it.
Believe me. Just take my word for it, guys. Prank the bank. Fake cashier's checks. Holy smokes. You're getting deep into some stuff, Kate. Not sure if I feel comfortable having this conversation. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear any of that. Yeah, we'll see how this fax turns out. This is my first time drawing a fax machine, so take it easy on me, guys. I'll practice more, so next time, in 5 years, when I get another request for a fax machine, I can be mildly better at it. Okay, so that's all filled in now and covered up. So we're ready for our next request here. Alright, so I'll pull up my email here. So, alright, so we still got no donations, which is fine. It's totally fine. I love you too, Kate. I think. I don't know you, but I'll just assume. Yeah, exactly. If you donated, I might definitely love you. I might not be so wishy-washy. So anyways, anyone that's new to the stream here, just to fill you in on what's going on, we're taking requests. So we are taking requests via the chat, but if you want to get yourself a guaranteed pancake with a high quality photo of it to post it to our website tomorrow, you can follow the link that Jimmy's about to drop and submit a donation. Any amount can be, $1, $2, $5, $30, $600, and we'll get you a pancake. You can upload a personal photo, so we can use that. You can get yourself or your kids or your dog or your cat, or we do take e-checks on the website. Just don't fax them to us. Your profile pic, please. That is a very small picture. So, all right.
You got a friend
All right.
And I'm back.
You're back. Jimmy's back. Yeah, you might have heard him laughing in the background, but Ash from Pokemon. Okay. Well, we don't have any donations, so do that. And if anyone wants to donate here, so the reason, if anyone, and just to fill you in here on the situation, the reason why we're doing these is because we're an events company and we don't have any events. So part of the reason why we're doing these live streams is, one, we have time because we're not bouncing around the country doing events, but two, we're also not making any money because there's no events. So part of the reason is just a great way to connect with everybody and keep our skills fresh with pancake art, but it's also trying to keep these hot studio lights on in our pancake studio here, so that way when whatever normal ends up being happens, we still got a pancake art company to make pancake art. All right. So how you doing, Jimmy? How's your day going?
Huh? Fine. Been blowing through the edits. And a Legend of Legaia is waiting for me at home, so I'm excited
Nice,
about that.
nice. And Jimmy is our head assistant here. It's a very broad term. When we're doing events, it means that he's flying around with us and helping us out, keeping things some order at the what can be somewhat chaotic events. And right now, even though we're, as I say, we're all working probably more than we ever have, but we're not making. It's all future building, I guess. Trying to figure out a way to survive without events. But anyways, Jimmy's been killing it, doing a lot of video editing for us.
Obs, I got you on that one. Don't you worry. I sent a full-blown size picture of your profile to Ben.
Alright, so
So we can get to that.
yep, as soon as I finish this ash here. Which,
Yeah, I got you. I got you, don't worry.
don't worry, Jimmy will take care of you guys. That's what he's here for.
Nope. We got one!
Oh boy. Here it goes, guys. Alright, let's finish up our ash here. Is it a goofy request?
Not the request. Well, the specific picture is entertaining to me.
Alright, that's good, right?
It's when Oxygen gets mad.
Say what?
He seems to be a football player,
Okay, okay.
and on his jersey is O with a little 2.
O with a little 2.
Yeah, Oxygen. Little O2, baby.
Okay. Alright. And a little bit shading on our ash here. Just a smidge.
Jumped from none to 3.
Oh boy. That's usually what happens. We start off a little slow and then it just kind of picks up, and that's okay by me. All right, so I got that.
That last one was just Kate
Oh,
with the description. I love you, Ben. Backs for the stars.
aw, thanks. Alright, so I got that. Almost there on our ash. Keep track of everything here. Boop, boop. Fill in our red here. We got 3. I gotta get moving. Gotta stick and move here. No time for lollygagging. There's work to be done. serious business. Ain't that right, Jimmy?
Sir's business.
Alright, is that? Fill in the whites of his eyes here. And then we fill in the rest of his skin.
Oh, that's a... Should probably go ahead and do that.
What do we should go ahead and do?
Make the overhead the big one.
Yeah, why didn't you do that, Jimmy? You had like 1.5 jobs, and you're only doing half of them. And I don't have a spatula.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
And now I do. So,
Now we got the overhead, so we're all winning together.
teamwork. That was probably not. Didn't have my griddle turned up very high, so I think it's ready. It's ready enough to flip though. Fax machine. It's sending a fax right now. Here it comes, Kate.
Beep boop beep beep boop boop beep beep. It's true. I don't need a spatula. I've advanced far beyond spatulas.
Plates. We don't have plates. Yeah. I think we hadn't done this before. Let's see. All right. Get all of. Okay. So we got 2 different types of plates here. Sure you. We got white plates for the donations, black plates for the non-donations, and actually, since did Kate have a separate request with their donation?
No, it was just
Well, doesn't.
just facts for the stars.
All right, white plate it is though. All right, let's see here. Pull up the email here, and we can start cranking these guys out.
And say, did you get my message?
The profile pic.
Yes.
I
Making sure you got it.
I did. I got that.
Okay.
So. All right. So we'll go ahead. Since we said we'll do this profile pic, we'll go ahead and just knock this one out real quick, and then we'll start in on these donations.
Well, Amy, about the dog from Wishbone, I wanted to talk about that show because I remember watching it when I was younger, and then I watched it again when I was older, and it didn't age well for me.
I don't know that show.
Yeah, it was very literary focused.
Okay.
Like, it would take like Wishbone would have adventures similar to novels.
All right. And it was a dog.
Yes.
Wishbone the dog.
And he had his young boy master.
It just didn't hold up.
Mine messed. I'm gonna have to say the acting. And I know it was a kid's show, so when I was a kid, it didn't matter.
Your standards were much
Yeah,
different.
as a critiqued young adult.
A cultured individual.
I'm not gonna knock anyone for liking it. That's a personal opinion, but
Yeah, Jimmy likes lots of stuff that he knows is objectively bad.
There are some, yeah. I can find good in a lot of things.
Yeah, it was just, it wasn't a dig. It was just, it's just, you know, because I know you talk about like a lot of the movies you watch where you're like, oh, I know it's terrible, but I love it.
Yeah. Mazes and Monsters is one of my
Oh yeah.
favorite bad movies.
And the crazy thing is like, as terrible as the movie is, Tom Hanks is not bad in it.
Oh, right.
Like he is as good as it possibly. It's as good as it could possibly have been. So, it definitely showcased the fact that Tom Hanks is an amazing actor. Because he was okay in a not okay movie.
I gotta look up this actor's name again. Always. Oh no, I just remember. It's like anytime I see a movie with Malcolm McDowell, the movie generally is bad, but he does amazing in it. I think there's one called Apocalypse that I was excited for, and then my mind changed.
And he changed
I
your
was
mind.
let down, yeah.
But he was good.
Oh, always. He's always good.
Okay. Alright, almost got. I have to flip our Ash here because I got started. Ash was sitting for a minute before I got started on this one because I had to grab those plates. Don't want to overcook our Ash. That would be super disappointing.
Mm-hmm. And the world turned to ash.
Knock over a bottle. Let's smile here. Alright. Here's our ash pancake. Go ahead and stick that up to the camera. Set it to the side. Push this one off and we'll start in on those donations. Go. Alright. So now to the guaranteed pancakes. So our first one is from Reese in Essex. Okay, United Kingdom. This is a Thierry Henry, soccer player. Football player.
Football.
Can't say I'm terribly familiar with this particular soccer player, football player. It's possible that I have done him before because we've done a lot of events for Premier League, and so I always end up doing a lot of football players that I have no clue who they are.
I remember there was that one time where they were like, oh, hey, can you only do the members who are currently in it? Or who are currently in the league? And you're just like, we don't know who those are.
You want to stand here and let me know. I don't have time to Wikipedia them.
That movie with Malcolm McDowell was Doomsday.
Okay.
Not Apocalypse. God, I'm stupid.
So stupid. That's why you're a pancake art assistant. If there was ever any doubt as to why,
Yeah.
now you all know. This is how he ended up here.
Great actor.
These are always fun. These full body ones. So you gotta. It's because you're not gonna get nearly as much. You can't. It's not like a portrait where you get a bunch of detail. You gotta kind of approximate everything. There's a. I don't know. It feels more arty and less copy, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It's good anatomy practice too, because you gotta make sure you get all those pieces in there. Alright, so we got that. So, making a fist. Be right back. And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Alright, so we got that. I think I made him his waist is just a little slimmer than that. He's a fit man. Yeah. There we go. That's a little better. Alright, so let's get some of that lettering in there. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's so small you can barely see any of it. Okay. That.
It's pretty automated due to Ben's works, but I just see that they're on. I do my best. Am I failing?
What are we saying here?
I don't know. My best to ask if I'm trying to manage all the streaming services at the moment.
Oh yeah, we use a restreaming platform that so we use streaming software, this studio software, and then we send that to a single streaming service that then streams that out across all of the services, and then it has a consolidated chat, so that way all of the different chats are showing up in one window on our end, so we're not scrambling trying to keep track of like 4 different chats at the same time, because otherwise it would be a bit of a nightmare. Okay.
Double check, make sure what's going on. Oops.
Almost there with this guy.
Okay. It keeps loading.
What keeps loading?
Well, here, but I'm watching it on my phone, and it's going fine.
Check, yeah, if you need to worry, but check OBS, and as long as it has a green box on the bottom right, yeah. As long as you got a green box on the bottom right, you're good. Okay.
Yes, Dan and Dana left yesterday, right?
Yeah, they're. I said that there's no events earlier. Wasn't entirely true. We have a single event. This is the first event we've done since February. and we're sort of just testing the waters. There's a bazillion precautions in place to make sure people can't get close to the table, and everyone wears masks and all this stuff. And we will see how that goes. I have a feeling mostly be sticking to virtual events, which is what we've done. We've done a handful of those in the last 6 months. Alright, so I got that. Alright, there we go. And now we're ready to flip. Let's see, who was the Obs? This is her profile pic. Alright. Let's see, looks like we got a 4th donation that came in. So, okay, Caitlin over in Manchester, New Hampshire. We're making you into a pancake. Alright. I've been to Manchester. Not a bad town. There you go, Obs. Actually, that's a black plate. It's a non-donation cake. Alright, so next, Caitlin. What was that? Yeah, Caitlin.
Thank you much. Oh, and that was the 100th comment.
Heck yeah.
I guess message. I think the music and stuff, does that count?
Oh, from the Twitch where it tells you.
The restream.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The music that we're playing. If you're on our Twitch stream, it'll tell you what we're playing. It doesn't do it on the rest of the streams, unfortunately. It's all Creative Commons, license-free music, and so we want to give credit when we can, because they deserve credit for all the chill music that exists that they put out. Alright.
Ah. Started interacting with the music. And
You started interacting.
yeah.
How does it?
I guess reacting?
Was that where you like shoulders like?
No, I was like.
Oh, you were making noises into the microphone.
Yeah, I was really proud of myself because I was like, it's been like 30 minutes and I haven't done it.
And then there you go. As soon as you think you're okay.
Well, I got that was my hubris.
Hubris of man.
My petard was hoisted way up there.
Okay. Good progress here on Caitlin's. Got some big ol' hair, Caitlin, and I like it. Lots of volume. Healthy.
Volume.
Yeah, that's what I said, Jimmy. Alright. So we got that. Okay, now Jimmy is non-verbally reacting to the music.
Yes.
You guys can't see it. But
It was so no one could know.
But now they all know because I just told them.
Glad we can continue the tradition.
Okay. The line work on Caitlin down here, so now we're gonna move on to the detail, the shading.
I just recently cut my own hair for the first time.
First time?
Yeah, I think I did okay.
I mean, it looks fine. I mean, you've always been just like put a guard on it of a certain height and then just go to town. So.
And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I mean, the fact that you pulled it off, like, I'm happy.
It is impressive. I agree.
That's what I was gonna say. That's definitely where I was going with that.
No, I haven't noticed any like wild bits, so.
Yeah. And if you do, like, easy enough fix.
Right. Yeah.
Did I cut your hair once, or did Diva cut your hair? I can't remember.
Neither.
I swear we did in like one time, like, because like I was getting my hair cut because well, I don't cut my own hair anymore. I let my partner take care of it because I can't see behind my head, and she can, which is nice. Makes it a lot easier for her to cut my hair than me. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but I have a pretty straightforward haircut. Looks dumb, but it's really just shave the sides and pull the rest of it back and cut across. That's literally all I do. I'm too cheap and lazy to get fancy.
It's a hair beret. A hare.
Okay.
I don't think she ever cut my hair.
Yeah, I mean, memories are a fiction, so I could definitely be wrong. I feel like we did it once. I feel like we did it once when it was just like you were down here for an exorbitantly long amount of time because we just had a boatload of gigs, and so it was just, yeah, and you were getting tired of your shaggy hair. But I very well could be wrong.
As could I.
We're both old. Memory's first thing to go, right? So, I have a couple old white men now. Not a lot.
I generally I'm weird about that kind of stuff. Like, I was like, oh, I'll let a student take care of it.
Oh, at the beauty academy there in
Yeah,
Litchfield?
they're cheap.
Yeah. No, it's cheaper than that.
Free.
Yeah. Nailed it. Okay, now fill in your face, Caitlin, and you have been caked. The border around here, and then we'll move on to our next one. So, we got this guy. Got our football player.
Phoebe Cates' character, Kate.
There he is. Alright, so got that.
Very threatening oxygen.
Threatening oxygen?
Yeah. Still going with the O2 thing.
Ah. I mean, it is, yeah, it's O2, so. Alright. So there's your. Alright. So, done. On to the next one. So, Facebook profile picture for Reese. Another one from Essex. Man, that's two from Essex today. We had a couple from the UK last week too. I think we're starting to take off in the UK there, Jimmy.
Just took long enough.
And we've been over there twice.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's.
How many times do we have to go over there?
You're right. What was I thinking? So we haven't been to Essex. Just we've been to London twice. I enjoyed it both times. Fortunately, I imagine it's going to be a long time before we ever get to do that again. One, because we're American, so like we can't even go. I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to go to England right now at this point. But also, I mean, I'm not traveling anyways. I'm as bad as my cabin fever is. I'm also not keen to hit the road, even if I do miss it.
Yeah, I'm glad we snuck in that Hong Kong job.
Yeah, we went to Hong Kong in December, so right before everything went crazy. And it started in January is when we first started hearing about the coronavirus, and obviously by March everything was shut down. We had a really big March lined up. I mean, it was looking like this was going to be our biggest year yet, which has pretty much been the way it's been every year. Every year is a little bit more than the last. And just in a matter of days, every single event just gone. The last one we did was our Anaheim artist Jenny and I. We both we filmed a thing for Lucasfilm where we did Star Wars pancakes in their studio in San Francisco. And it wasn't really an event, so to speak, because it was just a very small crew and us. But even that barely happened. As soon as San Francisco literally closed while we were there. It was like it was supposed to be a 2-day shoot, and then they came to us like, yeah, we got to be out of here by midnight, and they're gonna shut the whole thing down, whether we're done or not. So it's just like, all right, so we need to make 2 days worth of pancakes now. Pulled it off though. We got a cute video out of it, I think. Oh, have you seen that video, Jimmy?
Which one was it?
The Star Wars one that we did?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we were doing. They have this called the Star Wars Show, I think. I don't remember, but they have a guy that hosts it, and we were making pancakes for him and different scenes from different movies. And the shtick was that it was always like he always picked these scenes that were sort of inconsequential to the whole thing. Like from Phantom Menace, I did the scene where Jar Jar Binks gets his tongue caught on the frog thing when he's walking through the shop. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Were you speaking to me specifically?
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Oh, what part?
When he gets his tongue caught on the frog-looking thing in the shop. Remember the shop? Whenever they're like wandering through the shop area on Anakin's home planet.
Yeah.
That was this, because he's like, all right, the first one, Phantom Menace, and he's like, I think I know what I'm gonna pick, and I'm like, yeah, Battle of the, Duel of the Fates and all this stuff, and he's like, Jar Jar Binks, and I was like, oh, okay.
In search of that video, I found Darth Vader breathing 10 hours.
Nice.
2.8 million views.
I mean, yeah. Sounds about right. What did you expect?
Remember there was a thing with the Star Trek Next Generation ship sound?
What about it?
I think it was just the engine hum
Oh, jeez.
for hours on end.
Sounds relaxing, maybe?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be that. Because
Like
it was just that.
ASMR.
Yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to do.
Okay. You still trying to find that video? Or have you moved on?
I moved on. My life has changed since then.
I understand. Listen, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. It's cold, dark, and harsh world out there, and I don't want to do anything to make it any colder or darker. But anyone on the stream, once you're done here, you should go check that out. It was pretty funny. Alright.
I just started checking out a video of other people doing pancake art.
Oh.
That got 100 million views.
Yeah. We don't talk about those here. I mean, we can really, but it's always a bit. It's odd. We call him Keys. I think that's the.
That's who I'm watching now. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, He's not a pancake artist. He's just a YouTube personality, but he blows us out of the water as far as views and subscribers and stuff.
Yeah. I think that was the trick, is being popular first.
Yeah, we should have did that.
Yeah. You know.
We just try. I guess we jumped the shark a little bit with that. Trying to be artist first, and then, jeez, I didn't think about that. Where were you, Jimmy? You're supposed to.
I wasn't consulted. As being a popular YouTuber myself, over 100 subscribers.
Oh man, I've only got like 29, so props.
I got like 3 subscribers a couple weeks ago, and I was like, why? I've been putting anything up for 8 years.
If you guys get a chance, so you should definitely subscribe to our channel, but also just for shins and grins, Imaginary Worlds or what?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Imaginary World. Go subscribe to them too. They got some funny videos. They're oldies but goodies.
A lot of pun based.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with being a little punny.
I remember there was one video that Ben, you watched it, and you go, it's almost like somebody just looked at a no outlet sign and decided to do that sketch. I go, that's exactly what I did.
Well, see, I was right. Really. Did you do that one? I thought that one was just an idea. Maybe I just.
No, we did it.
Oh, I guess that was one of the few I didn't see.
No outlet. Pea and Cheerios is still
Number
ridiculous.
Your number one viral hit.
Yeah.
Pea and Cheerios.
And it angers me because I don't know why.
It's funny.
Yeah, no, but I don't know why that one over everything else.
I think the title, probably.
I think so.
I think people see that title and they're just like, what? Alright, so...
They don't realize that was back when people weren't doing prank videos.
Alright, so we got another donation from Beth over another one from Essex. Is there like his...
convention.
What is happening? That is our third pancake from Essex. Thank you, Essex. Alright, it's like we got a... Alright, Beth and Reese. Alright, looks like we got a twofer here.
Yeah, Pincher is at 25,000 views. And my next highest is 500 something.
Man, it's almost like a microcosm for our YouTube. We have a few that are just in the millions,
Oh, yeah.
and then the rest of them are just like 1,200. The stuff that blows up on YouTube or on Facebook or Instagram gets millions of views. Nothing on YouTube. We've been shunned by the YouTube gods. The algorithm has not shone brightly on us.
Yeah.
We've done events for YouTube too. I guess there's some irony there. Like YouTube has hired us.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, were you there for that one? You didn't go to?
I did an Instagram thing.
Yeah, you did that. That was in Chicago. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you didn't do the Lake Tahoe one for YouTube. That was also the one. Well, the gig before that, I had a gig in San Francisco right before that. My rental van got broken into, and they stole a bunch of pancake art equipment.
How long ago was that? Was it over 2 years ago?
Probably.
I know who took it.
Oh God.
It's that Colin fella.
Colin Keys?
Yes, Colin
Is that where he got his
Keys.
sweet pancake camera set up? Yeah, if you're in San Francisco, don't leave anything in your car. At all. I didn't know that. I learned that one the hard way. Probably didn't help that I flew into Sacramento and then I drove to San Francisco. Because when I got to the rental place to get a new vehicle, there were signs up everywhere at the San Francisco rental place saying not to get a rental car or not to leave anything in your car because it will get stolen. And yeah, it's all right though. It worked out in the end. So at that moment, Amazon Prime really saved our butts. I was able to order it overnight enough stuff so we had all the equipment we needed to still do the YouTube gig. Because otherwise we would have been short. We wouldn't have had enough cameras. Yeah, because I had everything with me.
Go ahead and put the donation link in again. Been enough time, I think.
And Jimmy's going to drop that donation link. So you can go there and you can donate any amount you want to get yourself a guaranteed pancake. If we run out of donations, then we'll take some requests from the chat. But we're going to make sure we get to our donators first because they've paid for the privilege. And we will post a link to we'll post a photo of all these on our website tomorrow, all the donation pancakes. And fire off an email to anyone who donated, so they can have the link and see their beautiful piece of art. It can be any amount. It can be $1, be $2, be $10, be $100, $5, $3.62. Like whatever makes you happy. I'll fix that. That's a hot griddle, Jimmy.
Oh, should talk to somebody about that.
Gotta get that fixed.
Text Hank right now. Unacceptable.
Hank, did you know griddle's hot?
That's why McDonald's, when people will be like, it's cold in that freezer. I was always just like, oh, we gotta talk to somebody.
Call maintenance right now. Double's always weird because I want to make it look really thick, but it's like don't want to not have it either. Okay, so try that.
I had a lot of fun at McDonald's. Just all that work that got in the way.
If it wasn't for that, you'd still be there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the worst part about a job. All the work. Am I right?
It was really like breezy back in the day, and then they started clamping down and got more and more businessy.
It's always a I mean, nothing good can last, right? It's always the way it goes. Our buddy Luke worked at AT&T. We used to work at AT&T, and we worked in different shops. But I remember specifically we were talking about his shop, and because his garage had just opened up, and it was great and everything. Like it was easy. Like the metrics like weren't insane, so it was pretty easy to get all your work done for the day and not be like trying to kill yourself to finish. And he's like, oh wait, there's no way this can last. And then of course, lo and behold, everything. Not long after, everything went bad. Because corporations. Okay.
Like one example that was really just one of those things that was annoying. There was our schedule book that had everybody was working throughout the day. We would look at it, and I would look at it to see if I was going to have a good day. And it got to the point where if you weren't management, you weren't allowed to look at the book. And
so you just have no idea what you're doing that day, or
no, you were told where you went. You weren't. It was to prevent people from seeing who was coming in. I guess that was bad. Or it was a distraction. I don't know their
particular reasoning.
Yeah, I don't know what the reasoning was, but
there was apparently some in there.
Yeah, I was there long enough that I acted like I had tenure. I didn't care.
How'd that work out? I mean, they didn't fire you.
Yeah, no, I didn't get people kind of let it happen. So
I guess you did have tenure then, didn't you?
Because I was looking at the schedule book one day, and one of the managers was like, "You're not supposed to be looking at that," and they put it up, and I looked at them, and I grabbed it back down.
Ooh, that's some.
And was looking at it, yeah, and they just let it happen because they know that I'm feisty.
Just never break eye contact. Assert dominance.
I have I have a code, and it's just like, listen, what you want me to do makes sense. I'm all for it, but if it's just for ridiculousness, I'm not.
You don't abide.
I mean,
to a certain.
Yeah,
degree.
to an extent.
Yeah, you're not out there like smashing stuff because it's dumb. You're just little things.
Yeah, like. Yeah, just things that. I had one manager. She just got there. She was from Springfield, and I got someone a side of mac sauce, and I charged them for our packets. They're like 15 cents or something like that. I charged them for that, and then she goes, next time, add it on the. To the sandwich because it's another 60 cents or something like that. And I go, I don't know, that seems like a lot for that. And she goes, well, it doesn't matter what you want. And I laughed and I go, you'll learn.
Wow, that's some BD energy there. All right, yes, Caitlin, we are not starving artists. That is true. Uh, all right, so it looks like we don't have any donations right now, so we can take a request from the chat. So if someone wants to, people want to start dropping ideas, and we'll just kind of pick one up at random here. So yeah, I'm just gonna stare at the chat until something happens.
I want to say that a lot of reasons why people just kind of let me do is because I always came from a place of what I felt was just.
Yeah.
And it was never like, oh, it's because I want to do it. It was just like, this is wrong, and I don't think we should do it. And I guess people agreed with me, so they just let it happen.
We've got another donation. All right, from Caitlin again. We got another. So, very good, Caitlin. It's happy pancakes. Can you figure out what I'm doing based off of that hint, Jimmy?
Happy pancakes. Emoji movie.
Nailed it.
Yes.
It's Bob Ross.
Oh, I've been editing 4 episodes of Joy of Pancakes.
Yeah. It's our newest YouTube series that we're trying to. We've got 3 episodes out there right now. We got some more in the can. It's very much. I mean, it's not very much. It is. It's basically Joy of Painting, except with pancakes.
Yeah, it's very homage-y.
Yeah, we're not trying to pretend that it's not anything that it isn't. Like we didn't come up with this idea. We're just using a novel medium to do it.
Joy of Pancakes. Dan's not hiding it.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
All right. Good old Bobby Ross. Fun fact here. His afro is not natural. He got a perm as a younger man, thinking it would make upkeep cheaper, which I don't quite understand that reasoning, because I don't know, but either way. And then he got, famous, and he couldn't change it. He actually didn't even apparently, allegedly, he didn't even like the perm, the afro himself. He just felt like he couldn't change it because it was so well known. It's part of his aesthetic.
Right.
So I guess I feel like he could have just cut it and no one would have cared. Like there would have been maybe like some initial shock. Like, I mean, in the end, I don't think people watched him because of his afro. They watched him because of his, his demeanor and that it was relaxing and entertaining at the same time.
The world may never know.
Yeah, he never cut it, so.
Where was the episode of Sliders for that?
That would have been a good one. Hey, come on. That would have been amazing.
It was like a fiery hellscape, and you're like, God, what happened to this world? And it was just
Bob
like, Bob Ross cut his hair.
Like, oh my God, we gotta stop him. My glasses are falling off my face, guys. All right, there we go.
Luckily, Quinn's double is his hairdresser. That's just how that show worked.
Multitasking. It's got there's budgets to consider here, Jimmy.
I know. I love that show to death.
I remember that show fondly.
Seasons 1 through 4, I mean.
I assume it went downhill at a certain point.
Season 5, they got rid of Jerry O'Connell and his brother, or they left. I'm not gonna say like I don't know what happened. All I know is they weren't in the show anymore. But they played it off with a new guy calling him Quinn Mallory, and he was testing sliding technology from a different world, and their wormholes got crossed.
Oh.
So he's the new Quinn Mallory, and they're searching for the previous two, which of course they never find because they left the show.
Did they ever like do like little guest spots or anything? Like, did they ever come back for like half an episode?
I don't think so. I only watched a couple episodes of season 5, and I was not.
And you're just like, I'm good.
I probably didn't give it a good chance either. I just see cast changes, and it gets me. But
I mean, that's a hard thing to do. Like, I mean, especially, you know, those guys were very integral to the show's chemistry, you know. So I can definitely understand why it would be a hard row, you know.
It's the same with Three's Company when they switched Chrissy for Cindy or whatever. They're pretty much just her cousin, and it was just another dumb blonde.
Yeah, make them different. Like,
yeah, exactly. They did that with the nurse when they replaced Cindy. Or I don't remember their names, but the third blonde, when she showed up, she was actually...
The only show that really pulled it off was Roseanne. And they didn't even replace, like, they just replaced the actor. They didn't replace the character. But then they would make jokes about it. And like they would, like, I remember that they'd have like the after credits scenes or whatever, and they'd be watching TV and they'd be complaining about a TV show that just randomly changed an actor. Like they think we're not gonna notice. And then the original actress that played Becky came back, and they said absolutely nothing about it. And then when they rebooted the show before everyone realized that Roseanne went crazy in the last 20 years, well, crazier, I guess. She was always crazy, but it was a just and sensible crazy versus a crazy, racist crazy. But they brought both of them back as different characters. One played Becky, and then the other played somebody else. I can't remember, but it wasn't a character that had been on the show before. All right, Bob Ross is easing up on the finish line here, or Bobby Ross. I really liked Roseanne. I haven't watched the Connors though. It was super disappointing when all that happened. Show. I mean, I'm probably giving it too much weight, but I felt like it was, as far as TV shows go, it was pretty important. Like, you watch that show, those were like, you knew that family. Like, it wasn't a situation where it's just a bunch of like ridiculous, unrelatable things that just, you know, don't make any sense outside the context of that show. It's like, oh, it felt real. It was the very first show to have openly gay characters in it. It was cutting edge for the time. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Jimmy? Over here, like, waxing eloquent about a TV show that doesn't matter.
I liked Roseanne. There was a scene that was funny, and I think it was when Roseanne came back.
Oh, then yeah. See, that was the sad thing. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, whenever they came, like, it was not terrible. It had the same feel, even though it was odd that the Connors voted for Trump, apparently, because that seemed to be to go against everything that they ever stood for during the show's original run. But they still they didn't lean too hard into that, you know.
Yeah, there was a line where it said something like, it looks like you. It was something like your decor hasn't changed in years or something like that. They go, yeah, it's called being poor, or something like that.
Yeah.
It was funny.
They are not wrong. You don't get a new couch whenever you don't have money. It's like you don't get a new couch when you want it. You get a new couch when you absolutely have no other choice.
Mm-hmm.
And if the other one's holding up fine, then that one's good. All right. I guess I grew up lower. Well, we both grew up lower middle class, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'd say yeah. So it was easy to relate to that.
All of my furniture is stuff people didn't want.
Most of mine, yeah. Most of mine. I mean, currently, I still would get most of my furniture off Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Paying $800 for a couch just feels wrong on so many levels.
Yeah, I would say like my bed's from my parents. 2 couches were from people who just didn't want them. My desk is from you.
All right, you're welcome.
I got a couple end tables that were bought for me from my very first place when I was like 19. I still have them because
They still work.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They do their job.
Yeah, I think I probably upgraded my furniture a few more times than you, but it's
Yeah, I am not.
You're an extreme. You're a fairly extreme example when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, I am function over
Everything else.
Yeah. What was it? I mean, I guess I say function over fashion, but
Function over
for
form.
yeah, function over form. That's it. That's the saying I was looking for. Yeah, it is. Unless even if it breaks, I'll try to find some way to temporarily fix it. But it's temporarily fixed for 8 years. Just because how I work is if something breaks, I'm like, well, this is my life now. How do I adapt?
Not how do I fix it? It's how do I?
Yeah, exactly.
How do I work around this?
With stuff like that, my brain doesn't work with that. Because like I came in and I saw our cabinet and I was like, oh, we got a new cabinet, but no, hey, just put doors on it. My brain's just like, I forgot you could do things like that.
All right.
Thomas, if we have, I think we have another donation, but if we have a lull, we'll look into that because you have been adamant about that and not in a bad way. Because it's like once every 30 minutes, you're like, hey, Ed from Ed's World?
Yeah, for sure. If we get the time.
Yeah, I think we got one more. We got one more donation. For right now.
All right. So, anyways, we got our Bob Rosses on the griddle, and Deanna. Yep. So, all right, Deanna. Thank you. I got another one. Reese from Exit.
Yeah, it's Reese again.
All right, Reese. Well, all right.
Because yeah, he was like, it's Reese again.
I got a little.
And a mud pie, is that just mud in a form? Just formed to make a.
I'm the wrong guy to ask there. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I don't like getting dirty, so. Anything with mud, I'm like.
Do you eat the pie?
Yeah. That's if you eat the pie, I'm down.
I mean, apparently, like dirt has a lot of iron in it, you know, and stuff. So like that's good, right? right?
It's got what people need.
Yeah. It's got what plants crave, and it's like, yeah, it does actually. That's kind of actually true.
I'm growing my own green onions, and
Nice. Did you actually plant them, or were they just were they already there?
yeah, I have a few that's in just a cup of water, and I have a few that are with dirt and other types of nutrients.
Hmm.
And all three are and both versions are growing just as efficiently. So
Nice. Oh, Hank's got his little garden out there right now. You can probably take some tomatoes home with you, Jimmy.
I remember they had last time I was here, I was leaving, they had a table set up, and they're like, "We have too many."
That's
Free tomatoes.
that's the cliche. That's what always happens. And anyone decides to grow tomatoes, they always end up with more than they could possibly use.
I always have the mindset of like, yeah, then you can them and jar them for the apocalypse.
Yeah, Hank's not a doomsday prepper though.
Which is, I mean, I feel like his talents are being wasted. I think he'd be an effective one. Like, we would have a sweet doomsday bunker under this studio.
I mean, potentially. I mean, that's a lot of work to put on our Hank boy though.
Yeah, but he loves it. He likes it.
Okay, I'll have to tell you the joke later. It's terrible. It's a really in poor taste. So
Okay. Because I know that hanging plant that's in the over that couch is getting real. It's about to get real personal with me when I sleep.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe it'll be nice, Jimmy. Don't knock it till you try it.
I know, like, if I bumped my head on it whenever I got up. I mean, it's just a little like hanging leaf, but
Yeah.
I forgot it was there, and it was kind of oh, okay.
Oh boy, hands are always like small hands, especially. It's always. I mean, sometimes small hands are easier. Sometimes small hands are kind of like it's like trying to figure out how to. I can't draw the fingers. Like that's it's too small. Hence, small hand.
Yeah, Hank is always working on something. Because I remember he said, like, working on stuff's therapeutic for him.
Yeah, it's sort of like his zen. Yeah.
So, yeah, he'd be doing himself a favor.
Everybody wins.
Yeah.
And we've got a place to go when the apocalypse inevitably happens.
I just remember in an after hours bit when they're in the woods talking about horror movie, or like, yeah, how horror movies, the psychology of it. And Michael was like, and when aliens inevitably do come, shut up, Dan. Because like Dan popped his head up to about to say something. Great. They did a finale episode.
Really?
Yeah, it was over Zoom.
Was it good?
Yeah, I mean, it was, like 6 to 8 minutes of that, but it was an hour and a half long stream.
Yeah.
But they were talking about just whatever. But they reached over, I think it was like $500,000 for the charity that they were streaming for.
Oh, very nice.
And Daniel kind of suggested that if they reach over 500,000, that they write another episode. And then he was like, "I'm really sorry, guys. I honestly didn't think we would do that. If anybody wants to back out now, it's fine." And everybody was like, "No, that should be fine." So,
I mean, yeah. I mean, if they can make money for good causes, just making funny internet show, like, yeah. I think that's cool.
no, I agree. doing stuff in the name of charities is always it's a good win for everybody.
Mm-hmm. As long as the people doing it can afford to give their money to charity.
Well, yeah. But it's exposure for the content creator and
That's true.
money for the charity.
Okay. Exposure don't pay the rent, Jimmy.
I pay property taxes
With exposure?
with exposure. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I think we're going to talk after the stream. I need... Help a brother out. Okay.
Caught myself to music again.
Why you do, Jimmy? Why?
It's good. It's good music.
Jimmy likes the chill license-free music.
Mm-hmm.
He would.
It's my favorite. Free. Now, like whenever I'm working and stuff, melodic dubstep is what I listen to.
Interesting. I don't really listen to music while I work. I guess if I'm making pancakes like by myself, like in the studio, I'll have music going. But like when I'm just like working on the website or something, I don't know. I don't generally listen to music. Maybe it would help.
Yeah, we have different issues when it comes to focusing. You hyper focus, and I need
It's so much it's infuriating.
Yeah, I need like if I'm reading, I need music. I need audible
Oh, I see.
stimulation,
Yeah, I can't
or I'll
do
fall
that.
asleep.
And I'm in whatever I'm doing. Yeah, if it's a book, like I don't, because I would the music would completely disappear into the background. It would be completely, I wouldn't hear any of it. It's like that classic thing where like guys zone out watching sports, except I don't really watch sports. It's, writing code or whatever.
Yeah. That's your sports.
I guess.
I remember there was that one year when E3 was being aired. We like got Taco Bell and we were just like, woo!
On G4 TV.
Yeah. There's 3 of us all geared up to watch E3.
Yeah. It's got the latest and greatest in video game action. All right.
Caitlin Winter from Facebook asks, have you done any Big Bang Theory characters before?
I don't think I have. I've done Little Sheldon. I guess, does that count?
Caitlin, does that count?
Hey, you're the judge on this one.
Yeah, are they deferring to you is most efficient.
Oh, thanks for the donation, Caitlin. Let's see. Data. Yes. I love Star Trek. And Data. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Brent Spiner gets enough credit for how good of an actor he is playing Data. Because like he does, doing the android thing hard enough, but then he has these episodes where he has to do these other characters, but as Data playing these other characters, and he's amazing.
I liked his doctor on Independence Day.
Oh yeah. He
I didn't even know that was him for a while.
Yeah, same. He really, I mean, all the hair and all the shagginess but he actually, had you watch any of Picard, the new?
I have not. You've been watching it, right?
Yeah, I watched the first season, and the first season's over. The second season's written, or I don't know if they're filming it now because everything, most film sets are shut down at this point. But yeah, he comes back. He plays Data. It's not like prominent. It's like, dream sequences and stuff. But it was good. I think it was one of those shows where like the concept was really good. The writing was okay. I think if anything, that would be the only thing I wish the dialogue could have been better.
I watched a movie. I forgot what it was called, but it was. I don't know if it's really a coming of age tale, but it's two women who've been friends for a long time, and one of them gets cancer, and it's just kind of like them just dealing. And the writing, like how they talk as friends, was I believed that that's how two friends who've known each other for a while would talk.
That's always good.
Yeah, and it's weird because there's a lot of movies where it's like friends don't.
Yeah, or like, I mean, even movies that are good, it's like, Quentin Tarantino movies, like nobody talks like that.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing, but like, it's Shakespeare. It's playing with language. It's not something you would hear in real life unless you're quoting a Quentin Tarantino movie.
But yeah, that was the case for the writing. Like that was one of the movies I was like, the writing is really good. I did watch one movie that the concept I really liked, but everything else was really bad.
Yeah, that happens.
So I like to say that the story was good, but the writing, the acting, special effects, everything was just real bad.
Everything that could elevate the movie to something great.
Yeah.
Didn't.
It was. I forgot what it was called. It was a really low budget western. But the plot of it was there was a big poker tournament happening, and the people who were coming to play, one was a hedonist, one was the devil, one was a guy with a Native American spirit guide.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was an electric group.
Eclectic. Yeah.
It was an electric group.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. And it was like half heist movie. It was really. I liked the idea, but yeah, everything else wasn't that good. And that's one of the examples. I can find good in a lot of things.
Yeah. I mean, that's good, Jimmy. You're looking for the bright side, the bright and the dark.
Yeah. Caitlin, to answer your question, he is wearing that to stop himself from being burned, and he did have a weird thing where he would cock his hand weird.
Yeah, I don't do it as much anymore, but yeah, I would cock my wrist back like that for an entire gig. And so like you're drawing like that for like 3-4 hours straight, and my wrist wouldn't feel great afterwards. So it sort of puts a little bit of, I guess, pressure in the other direction to stop me from doing that. So it serves a dual purpose, but at this point it's mostly just to keep me from burning myself. The other artists use towels, but I'm really lazy, and this moves with me, which is nice.
We got about 20 minutes left.
Yep, so we can probably take a couple more requests or donations here. Finish up our data.
Lieutenant,
Lieutenant Commander data to be.
I say if we don't get a donation, I'm gonna, double check. Ed from Ed's World.
Oh yeah. We can definitely do
I
that.
think we've done that before.
I feel like I've done that.
Because I remember I didn't know what that was, and I think this job
Taught you.
had me look at it.
I'm gonna use. His eyes aren't green. They're yellow, but I feel like if I do yellow, they're not gonna show up well against the white, and it's just gonna end up looking like pupils. Yeah, you won't be able to see his irises. All right, so got all that. So now we're gonna fill in here. Yeah, Next Generation is one of my favorite shows of all time. Like once every 4 or 5 years, I will go back through and rewatch it. I even have I have a list of 5 episodes. Like if any of my friends are just like, yeah, I tried to get into it and I just couldn't, and I was just like, all right, here, I'm gonna help you out. There's 5 episodes. If you watch these 5 episodes and you aren't into, at the very least, Star Trek: The Next Generation, if you're not into the rest of them, that's whatever. I mean, Next Generation is the high watermark as far as I'm concerned.
I know I was into Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, Deep Space Nine felt weird. I wanted to, and I've tried to. I think a big part of it, I mean, it's totally different than all the other Star Treks, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
But it's also it was shot on video, which is all the other Star Treks preceding Deep Space Nine were shot on 35mm film, with interchangeable lenses and the whole thing. They were shot like a movie, and so the benefit of that is you can have, you can swap out your lenses and have shallow depth of field and all this stuff. Like what they shot Deep Space Nine on was like the equivalent of you using your camcorder.
Right.
And everything, it was like everything was always in focus. And it gives you that weird soap opera feel.
My thing that I liked about it was that the adventures had to come to them.
Yeah, that's true.
And I liked that dynamic.
All right, so let's see here. So we didn't have any. Oh, we had another donation here. All right, so we got Carrie, another Essex donation. Granddad Jim. Oh, is this the guy that I think it is?
I don't know. Does she have a famous grandpa?
I don't.
Yeah. I think it's just. Are you thinking about that British?
I hope. Yeah, I don't think that's.
It was like a kids. Show guy.
I don't know. I
don't think that's him. Carrier.
Oh, it's her late granddad. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a.
That's why I was like, does she have a famous grandpa?
Yeah. Wow. That's a character and a half right there.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. They probably know who I'm talking about too, so I'm sorry that I even.
I mean, they're from the.
I mean, they're
Britain
from
area, so it makes more sense that they know. I think he was like somewhat of a British Mr. Rogers type character.
Yeah.
myself with the music again.
Jimmy, come on.
I call myself an amateur.
It's a professional live stream, okay? At least that's what we're gonna tell ourselves. Let's see. Let's see which way his hair goes here. Tell you what, that's some heckin' good hair for a man his age. I could only hope. Wearing a chainmail tank top.
You mean mesh?
Mesh. It looks like chainmail though.
Oh. I don't know if you just forgot what it was called. Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
That's right, I'm right. It's kind of amazing. I've never seen... Like, that stuff's not easy to make. Like, I don't... Can they even machine chainmail? Like, doesn't it all have to be made by hand?
I don't know. I mean, I know that a lot of... there's those chainmail gloves that chefs use.
Mm-hmm. But like, if I recall, like the links have to be put together one by a person. Like it's a really involved process.
It's like he goes clubbing at the most dangerous clubs.
Just in case. All right. Here's the hard part about drawing older folks. It's like you gotta get those deep lines, but you also it's really easy to make them too deep and make them end up looking like they're way older than they are, even though they're already old. And then if you do it too little, then they end up looking way too young. And then it just feels patronizing. Because they know what they look like.
Mm-hmm. I remember there was one gig we did. It was our second time doing it. It was like a business party. It was in New York. And Dan, the woman who was in charge of hiring us, he did her portrait.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a mole. But because it was reversed, he put the mole on the wrong side.
Oh.
And normally that's not an issue, but she was like, hey, could you put it on the right side this time?
Did he redo it?
No, it was the second year we were there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, we went back. And she goes, hey, last year he put my mole in the wrong spot. And I was, so that was just like, hey, Dan.
I made an assumption. Oh, wow. Yeah, I thought like, it was like maybe she's like, do it again.
No, I was like, hey, Dan, last year you made her portrait, but you put the mole on the wrong side, so could you...
Could you not?
Yeah, could you do your job?
So I don't have to keep making excuses for you?
I mean, if you have time, I don't want to...
Don't want to impose on the great Dan Drake. We kid. He's a good guy. Got this snow white hair. Like, it's not gray. It's just white. Alright, do a quick amalgamation of chainmail here. And then some of this here. Some of those highlights. Knocking stuff over. Our data is almost done here. I think at that point we have time for probably one more.
We did get a donation.
All right. Well, then that'll probably be the last one, unless it turns out to be a surprisingly easy one that
I think it depends on how much of it you want to do, but if you want to do all of it, pretty involved.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know.
It's that chicken hawk beating up foghorn.
Okay. Okay.
Or I'm trying to remember how that worked. I know he was always like, "I'm gonna hunt you," because that's what chicken hawks do. And I think he always tried to beat him up, but he was a little chick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm remembering now. It's been a while since I watched Looney Tunes. It's coming back. All right. Oop. Alright. There. Data there. Let's see. Running out of places to put all these pancakes, Jimmy. Okay.
Hank put on a edition.
Hank, we need another edition just to set the pancakes down. Okay.
And oddly, a place for canning and jarring tomatoes.
Yeah. Unrelated.
Yeah.
They can share a space though. It's fine. We don't mind.
No, Sky Kid, Dan's got a fake PhD. I think he can afford to be razzed a bit.
Yeah. Don't worry, he's earned it. He'll even tell you that. And on top of that, he razzes us just as much as we razz him. That's how friendships work.
His aunt gave me help on a recipe yesterday.
Oh, nice.
From being around the Mediterranean area.
Yeah.
Working on my Gringo Euro.
She had some
She gave me some
tips.
Yeah, some ideas for spices to use. And excited to
Spice things up.
give them a shot because I was using like a pre-made Mediterranean mix.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could just get the things and put in the dosage that I want.
Yeah. That's where reading the ingredients comes in handy.
Yeah, and stuff like I don't have any nitric niacin on me.
Just go to the store and pick some up.
Don't you do it, Sky Kid.
What's Sky Kid doing?
He's gonna what is that called? He's gonna tattle on us next stream.
Oh no.
Don't you do it.
So snitches get stitches, Sky Kid, okay? Got a particular set of skills, and they're completely useless in this situation, but still.
So this is gonna be the last one then.
So I mean, it's a fairly it's a complicated one in the sense that there's a lot going on, but at the same time, like there's no shading or anything to worry about. Like it's all flat, so but yeah, it's probably safe because I have to go. Normally I don't do the live streams, partly because I have to the Sunday live streams because I have to pick up my partner from work, and she gets off at 5. So I have to run. I have to bail. I need Jimmy to clean up my mess. Take all the pictures.
It's the job of the head assistant.
Lead head assistant. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm burping my microphone.
I'm in charge of all the other head assistants.
Let me tell you, this man rules with an iron fist. He takes no guff from any of the other assistants.
Yeah. There's nothing I do that I'll let me do.
There's only one alpha assistant here.
Yeah, exactly. Every other me know who's in charge.
Alright. There's that.
But until we get, you know, actual work, it's just
Instead of just these little one-offs every now and again.
yeah, which is me just helping out.
Yeah.
Once we get actually working again.
Whenever that happens.
Yeah.
The world is weird right now, guys. I don't know if you're aware. We've entered a strange timeline.
Oh, what was that from Community? It was the darkest timeline, like 2. He rolled a 2 or a 6. I forgot which one it was. That was a goofy episode.
Oh, the show was goofy.
Yeah, it's true.
Great. And then Dan Harmon went crazy. In a good way, mostly. Alright, so Foghorn is a darker brown. Gold Chicken Hawk's a little lighter brown here. And then we've got, I'll add a little bit of orange shading to the beak just to give a little depth, because the yellow I've got is a lot brighter than the yellow used on their beaks. Alright, so this is our chicken hawk bill. Make sure I don't. Ooh, sweating over here. Riddle's hot or something. Okay. So that. Actually, I'm gonna add some separation to the little shadow under his feet there. These are both yellow. Alright. And we just mark outline here and Bob your uncle. And that'll be, we'll flip these guys over and that'll be it for this stream. If anybody wants to donate between now and next Sunday, you'll be first in line to get your pancake made. So the donation link is always up on our store, so you can always get ahead of the curve. All right.
Yeah, Thomas, if you're still on here, sorry we couldn't get to your Ed.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with all the donations sometimes. All right. Hope I did him justice.
Chainmail tank top.
I kind of want one if I'm being real.
I mean, chainmail anything would be cool for me.
Yeah. All right. Whew. I usually don't sweat this much behind the griddle. Okay. So we're just waiting on this guy now. Oh, Sky Kid's got bodyguards. Oh, shoot. I can't fight, so I'm out of luck there. I'm like Adam Sandler and funny people. Except I'm a pancake artist. I'm a pancake artist. I don't know how to fight.
I liked that movie.
It was good. It was a little, I don't know. It seemed like it went a little too far in the direction of just trying to be dry funny all the time, you know. Whereas I feel like the movies before that were a little more. They kind of went back and forth between the dry and the sort of more slapstick stuff, and it was a good balance. Because I love dry humor, but there was definitely not a whole lot of like laugh out loud, like where you're like really.
I think that was something that I was actually into. Was that I liked just that it was just it was just happening.
Yeah.
How can you get to the pictures, these pictures? Because I know we put them up.
Yeah. So so we'll take pictures of all these, all the donation cakes once the stream finishes here, and then tomorrow they'll get posted up on the website, and anyone who donated will get a link. We'll get an email with a link. But they'll also just be up on the website in the news and updates section. So, if you just go there tomorrow, you can see all the pancakes, and the stream will be in there too. So you can, if you wanted to like fast forward to your section of the stream and rewatch that, you can too. All right. A bit of time to cook on the other side there. Turn our griddle off. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I say, son. Mm-hmm. All right. If you want to switch to the wide there, we're gonna.
Yep.
All right. So thanks for all the donation, guys. Thanks for the not donations too. Like, thanks for everything. Just thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
It's always good. Like, we do these every week. So if you didn't get a pancake this week, that's okay, because we'll be back same time, same place next week, and you can watch it all over again, but different, because it won't be the same pancakes. So yeah. So thanks again. And Jimmy, if you want to toss it up in studio mode on OBS there. Sorry, we're gonna fade to black here, but I think, yeah, there we go. Just hit that fade to black button.
Fade
there.
Black.
All right, awesome. Bye.
Bye.